Now, it's the competition that has kept us all guessing for 7 weeks now, but on Saturday night, we finally found out Queen Bee's true identity when she was crowned the winner of The Masked Singer.
Could it be Margot Robbie?
Maybe you're actually royalty, like one of the princesses, like Princess Beatrice.
This girl is on fire.
I think it is Nicola Roberts.
Girls allowed. Shirley Bassey, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
You are the one who makes me feel so real. What am I supposed to do?
She's so good! So good. So I think it's Girls Aloud, but which one? I think Kimberly.
You're gonna go Kimberly Walsh. The winner of The Masked Singer is Queen Bee! Who is it? Nicola Roberts of Girls Aloud.
Well, utmost respect to you, Nicola, for that. Not only for the singing, the performances, but being able to do it. I just want to show you in that little tiny I mean, there's my hand in there. So, you know, there's no way my head would ever get in there.
I've got quite a big head as well.
Yeah?
I took up all the room.
You've a lot of hair.
Yeah.
But I literally, they brought it in. I was like, oh, I was really excited to see it. Picked it up. A, it's heavier than I thought it would be. And that's so tiny. Were you not claustrophobic in there?
Yeah, I mean, that where the mouth is there is basically all you can breathe through.
Gosh.
So you're very much breathing in your own air.
How can you sing then?
The first dress rehearsal, the first time I sang the song, I sang the Sia song and had the mask on, I'm not going to lie, I did have a wobbler. Kind of got halfway through the song and I just was like, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't get the notes out. And it's a Sia song, the voice is massive. I just walked off and I could hear them all going, Queen Bee's left the stage, Queen Bee's left the stage. And I said, guys, this is impossible. Like, I cannot actually get any air in to sing. So they, you know, the balaclava was like eyes and a mouth, and we cut the balaclava out. Then they took the roll neck off, took the gloves off, and it, you know, made it a little bit better. But it was
the
hard.
costume, not only that's very small and claustrophobic, but then you've got a heavy costume, which is hot.
Yeah, and it was like September, so it was still relatively warm outside. Then with the lights and with the audience, and then your own, like when you're nervous, your body temperature rises anyway. So you just felt like you were like a ball of fire.
So you must have asked yourself that question at some point, like, why did I say yes to this?
When I started doing it, obviously, I just love to sing. So the fact that I was just being able to sing like all my favorite songs was amazing. I had agreed. And then when I saw the costume for the first time, I was like, I looked at my manager and was like, have we done this? Is the right thing to do? But the whole process, I mean, as hard as it was such a positive experience.
Let's talk.
So does this mean you get to keep the costume from here on?
I'd love to keep
yeah.
it.
Queen Bee always have a place in your
She
heart.
will.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the secrecy. So much secrecy surrounding this show.
Yeah.
So from day one, you said yes to it.
Yeah.
So from day one, the secrecy must have been very difficult for you.
Yeah.
I suppose you can't tell your friends, your family.
No one.
What about on the set? Having all those people, dressing rooms.
I mean, the blueprint that production had come up with to keep it such a secret, honestly, was phenomenal. You were never allowed to cross in the corridor with another contestant. You had a hoodie on that said, do not speak to me, so no member of crew was allowed to communicate with you. You had a balaclava, you had a visor, you had gloves, so you couldn't even see the skin tone. There was a bathroom inside the dressing rooms. The dressing rooms were tiny. You weren't even allowed to open the window in the dressing room in case a member of crew walked
So you
past.
had no idea who else you were up against?
No idea. So I was like, for all I know, I might be the worst one here, and I'm going to be gone on the first week.
Did you not go kind of stir crazy? Not being
The week
allowed?
before the final, I went a bit stir crazy, and I left the dressing room, and I could hear them. Queen Bee's left the dressing room. Queen Bee's left the dressing room. And I went up to a member of production. I was like, can I please just walk around the car park just to get a bit of air? And I could see her about to say, that's not a good idea. And I was like, I'm going to rephrase. I am going to walk around the car park because I'm going to crack. And then I just went and breathed all the air in, and I went in. And I was like, I'm ready. Costume.
Well, that was the tension of everything. But as you say, it was recorded last September,
Yeah.
which meant come the final, you were able to be in the company of friends watching at home. Now,
Yeah.
here we've got footage of this now. And who are you watching with?
I'm watching
see.
just with all my closest friends. The girls were there, Cheryl and Kimberly were there. Just my bestest friends.
Very good. And amongst your famous friends now, you've got Kimberly's there, so Kimberly, and Cheryl's there as
Yeah.
well. And did I see Emma Bunton there? Did I? No. Who
No.
else is there? No, just imagine that.
Yeah, we just had dinner, and then I was like, Kimberly was like, I mean, I never admitted that it was me, but they knew it was me just because of the voice. And she was like, you can't just sit in by yourself on Saturday and watch the final. Like, you have to.
And
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
What did you make of the other contestants as each week they were being
Well,
on?
I was
Because you were
just so-
just finding out at the same time as us.
Yeah, but I was just like so happy of the level of talent. Like, I'm such a massive Khalees fan. And then CeeLo Green, everyone could really sing. I mean, Pharaoh was slightly wobbly. You know, Tree wasn't the best, but the level of talent was
Very good.
great. Yeah.
So what does that mean for you now? You know, post Girls Aloud. I mean, you would embark on a solo career. You've released solo records, haven't you?
Yeah, I did. I released a record like 10 years, maybe 10 years ago or
Yeah.
something. I was like 24 when I made it, and it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed making a body of work and being able to throw a load of creativity into it. I'm just about to go into a play called City of Angels, which I was going to try and have a few things working alongside the play, but I didn't. You know, I underestimated how much work the play actually is. And Josie Rourke, the director, is the most incredible director, and the talent within the play. I kind of just have to honor the fact that they've cast me and give everything to the play. And then, I mean, after the play, I'd love to then create a record and
Because you
go
write
back into
for
that.
other
Yeah.
artists, don't you?
I'd been writing for other artists for such a long time, and then this came along, and I was just like, oh, maybe be nice just to sing for me again for a bit.
Yeah, and it's nice that people see you in that way. People will re-examine you and who you are and what you can actually do.
But that was the nice thing about The Mask,
Yeah.
is that there's no, a little bit like The Voice, you know, there's no like preconceived judgment. You're not on there thinking, is my hair okay? Do people like my
Do I look like a
outfit?
pop star?
I'm so pale. Under every light, I'm a different tone. It's like, there's just none of that. And I just could sing, and it was like such a freeing experience.
OK, so now you're on your own. Would you ever be tempted to go back to, you know, Girls Aloud and that sort of format? You're 2 years away from a 20th anniversary. Would that be a possibility?
I mean, yeah, 2 years away from an anniversary, 2022. I would love to get back with the girls and us put on a big show and just put it on for the fans, really. And that was our favourite thing to do, was to do a show. So I think that we just have to cross that bridge when the anniversary comes and see where we're all at.
Well, we'd all love to see that. We would love to see that. But in the meantime, congratulations. And
Thank
it's a great
you.
achievement, and we couldn't wait to find out who Queen Bee
And
was.
it's great you're enjoying it. And
Yeah, it
continue
was
to
so
enjoy it.
funny at home watching everyone guess.
Well, there's
Thank
a
you,
lineup
Nicola.
now in Loose Women. I can never guess. There's all these faces every day. You don't know, and they've all got masks on. Who's behind that mask there?
Sadly,
Who's-
this is it. This
Oh,
is
right.
real.
Oh, sorry. Right,
If
right.
only. If only.
It's J-Lo.
I'll take that. OK, coming up, as the Duchess of Cambridge says she suffers with mum guilt, we're asking, do you wish you'd spent more time with your children when they were younger? And she's spoken very openly about raising twins with autism. Now, Christine McGuinness tells us why she and husband Paddy felt relieved when their youngest daughter Felicity was recently diagnosed as well. Very honest chat with Christine coming up. We will see you then.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Andrea.
much indeed. We should say on tomorrow's This Morning, EastEnders legend Mr. Danny Dyer telling you why this could be his final week in Albert Square.
Yeah, and also some of the High Street's top fashion experts will be here. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.